What's going on, guys? Hello, hello. Good evening. Excuse me, sorry. It is Friday night. Figure I am done for the day. I've been going since 5 this morning. I've got all the Psycho Sal packages for the Kickstarter sorted, packed, and I'm going to drop off this last load to the post office in the morning. Pardon me. Hope you guys are having a great day, though. I'm home this weekend, so I'm going to be working on stuff. And then I got a lot to get done this coming week. And then I leave next Thursday for San Antonio, Texas for Big Texas Terror. What's up, Cameron? So I got a lot to do this week. I am tired. My hands hurt. I have been sorting and packing Psycho Sal Kickstarter goodies since 5 a.m., 5:30 a.m. this morning. I just finished about maybe an hour ago and ate dinner. Um, I did stop long enough this morning to go live, and I worked on a cover that I had to get done and get it scanned and sent over to Dave for the colors. So now I'm going to chat with you guys for a little while because I'm trying to trying to be a little bit more consistent on going live, not necessarily on a daily basis, but more often, than just wholeheartedly random. You know what I mean? Um, we fell below the 7K stretch goal, guys. We lost the 7K stretch goal. I don't know. We only have 6 days left. I sadly do not know if we will make the jump back above that. Um, is what it is. I don't get it, you know. Um, excuse me. Bear with me. I'm just kind of sharing this out a little bit. Hope everybody's having a great day, though. Hey, what's up, Miss Heather? Um, yeah, sadly, um, we'll more than likely jump back above the 7K stretch goal. I wouldn't necessarily hold my breath on it. Um, but we still might. Um, but yeah, I've got all the Psycho Sal. The Psycho Sal #9 Kickstarter packages. The only ones that's not packaged and ready to go out the door are like the 10 packages that I need the t-shirts for. Um, um, So I should have the t-shirts sometime next week. um, it's all that's done, which reminds me, I guess I need to update that on Kickstarter and letting because all I've got about I've been to the post office earlier and dropped off about 60 packages. I've probably got about another 30 left here to slap labels on, and I'll get that done in the morning because this load is going to the post office in the morning. But yeah, holy crap. That is pretty much it. We are wrapped up for Psycho Sal #9 Kickstarter goodies. Holy crappers. I still can't believe that is done and over. I've been doing it since Tuesday. I've been sorting and packaging and going to the post office every day, but we are finally done. Oh my God, we're finally done. It's so much work, man. It's a lot. It's insane. How much work it is when you're doing it by yourself. Holy crap. Um, it's amazing how much work that is. Where are we at on? Let me see where we're at. I haven't looked since this morning when I saw we fell below 7K. We're still, hell shit, did we lose some more? Yeah, we had a couple people tweak their backings and a couple people drop their backings. Oy vey. It's, oh my God, man. You know, hey, what's up, Nick? Nick, did you guys go back the Omnibus Servos Collector's Edition? And don't forget, guys, now that we know that Nick's going to have a booth at MegaCon Orlando, we went ahead and changed the Rise of the Mummy exclusive to a MegaCon Orlando exclusive. So if you were one of the lucky few that grabbed some of this book on the small pre-sale, it'll have the MegaCon Orlando exclusive, and of course there's the regular cover like this, but then there's a we've got it in foil and metal, but he also wanted to do 4 1-of-1s, and each one of them's a different color. So there's a blue, a green, a red, and a gold. So yeah, that's MegaCon Orlando now. I wish I'd have had time to do an exclusive for myself, but I just been so busy with everything, trying to get Psycho Sal out the door, trying to get cover work finished that I needed to get done. So I'm pretty much caught up on that. It's been busy. Like I said, the last of the Psycho Sal #9 packages go to the post office in the morning before they close. So yeah, it's been busy, man. Then we're launching the new podcast, so I've got a lot of the details worked out on that. So we will launch the new podcast on next Wednesday. That one's going to be a lot of fun. I think people are going to have a great time with that. So that's the Charter Comics Creators Corner podcast every Wednesday at 8:30 p.m. Central. It'll be myself and Lori and Chris Hayes, and we'll be talking to guests. I've already got my PMs already blowing up with people wanting to be on the show. From creators and comic sellers and other people like that, wanting to be a part of it. So we already have people kind of knocking on the door. So I'm going to go through all the PMs I've gotten since we made that announcement last night. I'm going to go through those and figure out who we want to bring on first, and and kind of plan out a few weeks who all we want to include. Yeah, MegaCon's a great show. I'm super excited about it. I'm glad that we're able to get the books done. I don't think anything will go wrong. Max is doing a great job with the printing, and he's going to ship them straight to Nicholas when they're done. And then they're going to ship me my Rise of the Mummy Kickstarter books, um, to me. So, but obviously, I won't be able to ship out any Rise of the Mummy Kickstarter books until April. Because I am gone every single weekend of March. I think out of the entire 30 days in March, I believe I'm only going to be home like 6 days. So it'll be March before I'm sorry, April. And right now, we're waiting on a couple of shows to find out if we're going to be at some shows in April, and I don't have anything confirmed yet. We're still waiting to hear back, and I'm debating on if I don't want to do any shows in April because I have not had a break yet since the first part of last year. And um or excuse me, October last year, I had a couple extra days off in that month. Um, so I'm trying to debate whether I want to just be at home in April and get caught up on stuff. I'm not super behind on anything. It's not like that. It's just I'd rather be a little bit far longer than what I am, because I've got to do a Buff Bagwell piece for Cowtown Comic Con. That a vendor there is doing a special Buff Bagwell print for Cowtown Comic Con exclusive for Buff to be signing at his table. So I've got to do that. I've got 2 other covers I need to get done. I've got to figure out, part of me is wanting to do, because I've always done an exclusive for Cowtown. I've done 3 Psycho Sal exclusives for Cowtown, issues 1, 2, and 3. And I'm trying to debate whether I want to do maybe a Cowtown Comic Con exclusive for Cursed Moonlight. Oh, awesome. Yeah, I mean, that would be pretty damn cool. I agree with you on that. I really hadn't thought about that, but now that you mention it, I agree with you. We need to do something for that guy's con. We need to do an exclusive promoting that con because he's a real nice guy, and he's bringing in a lot of variety with his talent that's coming in to see fans. So I agree with you. We need to do something for that show. Whether it's hey, what's up, Robert? Yeah, man, that is Facebook for you, brother. That's why when I do the StreamYard live, I try to share it to everywhere because the Facebook algorithm's garbage unless you're paying them what they want you to pay them. Doing good, man. Hope you're doing well. Robert, if you hadn't had a chance, brother, jump over and back the Psycho Sal Collector's Edition Omnibus. If you already have, thank you so much. But anybody who hasn't done it yet, make sure you guys jump over and do it. This Omnibus Collector's Edition only has 6 days left, and we're about to pass the $7,000 stretch goal. Sadly, we were past the 7K. We lost about $200, a little over $200 last night, which knocked us below the 7K stretch goal and robbed every single physical backer out of a new free item. So you guys help me out. Share the Kickstarter for me. Like I said, I can't stress it enough. This is a great collector's edition item. It has all 9 issues of Psycho Sal in it, the entire storyline of that hit horror comic by us. 210 pages, oversized omnibus collector's edition. We have it in the regular cover, both in softback and hardback versions. But of course, we have the one everybody really loves. We have the blood cover in both softback and hardback versions. So y'all do me a solid, man. Y'all go share that out. Go back it if you haven't. It's a damn good read. One hell of a story. It's probably it's one of the hottest horror comics on the market, and you get the whole entire storyline in one omnibus. Um, yeah, yeah, we definitely need to do one. What's up, Glenn? Um, yeah, exactly, Robert. uh, Oh yeah, I need to go back to those bookmarks, man. I forgot all about the bookmarks. Like I do, for those that don't know, I do sketch covers and I do big commissions, but I also, I do little normal sketch cards the size of baseball cards. But a few years ago, I used to do custom bookmarks that one side had my logo on it, the other side I drew custom sketches on. Oh my God, dude, I forgot all about that. I need to bring those back. Fans went crazy for those bookmarks because no one has ever done bookmarks like that. I mean, I could draw full-blown sketches on one side of the bookmark and the other side had my logo on it. I mean, no, I've never seen those anywhere else. Holy shit, I forgot all about those. Damn, I appreciate the reminder on that, Robert. I forgot. I got so busy with everything else. I just hadn't done those in a long time. Wow. Oh my God. Yes, I've got to do those. Thank you for the reminder on that. Uh, um, yeah, those were a big hit. I got to go back to that. Um, yeah, yeah, I need to do that. I'm gonna call my printer on Monday and get him to go ahead because he still has it all on file. I just have to give him to print it. Uh, yeah, I forgot all about that. Yeah, those were a lot of fun. Um, but yeah, yeah, you guys do me a solid, man. Y'all go over and back that damn Kickstarter. When we passed the 7K stretch goal yesterday, we unlocked a brand new freebie for everybody, and then we lost like a little over $200 last night and today, and so now we're below the 7K. So everybody lost the damn stretch goal. I don't know why, but it happened. What's up, Ryan? Um, I guess I might as well, while I'm here, share the screen and show you guys the Kickstarter. But yeah, there's where we're at. We were a little over 7K. Now we're a little under 7K. And we got 54 backers. We got 6 days to go. Um, but yeah, you guys, if you haven't backed this yet, you guys do me a solid and jump over there and back it. Because again, I know I've said this over and over, but I'm going to make sure to remind people on every video. I can't stress it enough. When this Kickstarter ends, I will not have any of the other covers, the hardbacks or anything on my table or my website. The only one I'll have is the regular trade dress softback cover, this one right here, and it will not be $40 on my table or on my website. They will be $80 a pop because you're getting $135 worth of books in this omnibus with all 9 issues. So yeah, so a heads up on that, guys. Grab it while it's 40 damn dollars, or grab the blood cover. Grab hell, even the hardbacks at a great price at $80. The blood covers at 100. But yeah, guys, go grab it. I think I still have two. I have a couple of the advertisement spots, but yeah, we had both of these unlocked. We got the 2K unlocked, the 4K, the 6K, and we did have the 7K. I don't think we're going to make it to 9K on this one, though, guys. I mean, is it possible? Yeah, it's possible. I wish we did. I hope we do, because if we do, everybody gets a free painted ball of Remark on every single one of their damn books. But right now, I just want to get back above the 7K so we can unlock at least the other stretch goal where you can get the matching mini prints of the cover with the regular one and the blood. But I don't know, guys. We'll see. I don't know. I don't know where. I mean, I know a big popular book Kickstarter launched like last night, and I figured when that happened, we were going to lose some people. And I guarantee you that's where they went. They left our Kickstarter and went over there and backed that big Kickstarter. And that's okay. I mean, I hate that it happened. Because in all, as of right now, if you take we lost some backers a few days ago. Right now, we're at almost $500 less than what we were, like 4 or 5 days ago. So that's a pretty big kick in the gut. But that's the way Kickstarters are, man. They fluctuate. That's why you can't stress about them too much because it's just a lot of times a constant up and down. Um, you know, I mean, we do the best we can with them. We hope people show up. Um, and most of the time people do. Like I said, normally on cycle style related stuff, we average around 100 to 130, 140 backers, and we're only at like where we at? We're at 54 backers. So I mean, we're missing about 30 people at the minimum, and I have no clue where they're at. Um, because we've promoted it, we've talked about it. I don't know. Yeah, that's why I got a little nervous there at first because when we launched Psycho Sound, and now when we launched Psycho Sound number 10 that did 16,000, that's a different ballgame. That's the last issue of the regular print run on the books. And obviously people are going to show up for that finale. The omnibus, that's just extra cake, extra icing on the cake, so to speak. The hardcore of the hardcore Psycho Sal fans are going to show up and buy that omnibus to go with their full set of issues 1 through 9 they've already bought. And so I knew we weren't going to have as many people on this Kickstarter as we did issue number 9 or any of the other issue Kickstarters. So I knew that, which is why I did the price points the way I did. I tried to make the regular trade dress, especially the regular trade dress softback, $40. Normally, those are $80 omnibuses. I made it $40, like I was mentioning last night, to try to put it as a gift price point to where you guys could buy a copy since you already own issues 1 through 9. And you didn't really want the omnibus, but you could buy it for $40 and give it to a friend or a family member, for them to try out the book, and they could get the whole series in one spot without breaking the bank. Because if you go buy Psycho Sal 1 through 9 off my website or off my table at shows, you're going to spend $135 for all 9 books. Whereas you can go to the Kickstarter right now and you can get that softback edition for $40. So that was the reason, like I was telling you guys last night, people were asking me why the hell was I post or selling omnibuses so cheap. And I was like, well, because I want it to be at a price point where it makes sense as a gift. I was like, because the majority of Psycho Sal fans already own issues 1 through 9 now that this Kickstarter shipped. So I was trying to set it at a price point to where people could buy it as a gift for other people that they wanted to read it. And that's worked. A lot of the people that have backed the omnibus Kickstarter, that's what they've told me about why they backed it. They like, oh yeah, I'm buying it for my spouse, or I'm buying it for one of my kids, or I'm buying it for a friend of mine I work with as a gift. So I know that it works, and that's where a lot of it. If anybody is chatting or making comments, and I'm not acknowledging you, I'm not ignoring you, I don't see your comments. So just a heads up, if you're talking and I'm not, acknowledging you, it's not on purpose. So you might need to leave and come back in, or make sure you're watching the video through one of the YouTube posts. I mean, through one of the Facebook posts, or YouTube or something. But yeah, that's why I went ahead and I was like, because when we did Psycho Sal #9, we were over 8K, I think, in the first less than the first hour, something like that. It was ridiculous. Like we were over 5K in the first like 3 or 4 minutes, which we knew that was going to happen with issue #9, and we knew, like I said, that the omnibus was going to move slower and wasn't going to have as many backers. We had, I think, 147 or 140 something backers on issue #9. So I knew we weren't going to have that much. So that's why I went back and I added the baller remark option to the add-ons because a lot of you guys were really wanting the baller remarks. And for anybody that might be new here, if you're wondering what I'm talking about, that's a baller remark. So this is 11x17 metal print that I did of my Batman Bat Who Laughs. And I painted a full-blown headshot in acrylic paint on that metal. That's what I call baller remarks. They're bigger than normal. They're a lot bigger than normal remarks. Most remarks fit right here in this little section I'm circling. That's where, I don't know if you can see me circling that, but like right here where that collar is, that's usually where normal remarks are. And they're usually simple line drawings with a gold pen or a Sharpie or a white pen. They're not fully rendered like this, fully painted. Some artists will do it, so the majority don't. No one does them this big. So that's why we call it a baller remark. And they are a little pricier than normal remarks, of course, but you get a fully, rendered, fully colored piece. So that's what we're talking about. So if we hit the 9K, every single physical backer was going to get one of these oversized baller remarks fully painted on their cover of their book. But I don't think we're going to get anywhere near that. We only have 6 days. Now, is it possible? Absolutely. It's 100% possible. 6 days, if we could get people to get over here and jump on this thing. But at the moment, we're competing with a pretty big IP that's in Kickstarter right now by a wonderful creator. Some of the people that are normally on my projects, they're not on it right now because they're over there on that one. And, I can't blame them too much. That's a huge IP, beautiful damn covers on it, things like that. So I can't fault anybody for being over there and spending their money on that IP. I completely understand. So, there's a good bit of people over there. Then there's a lot of you guys who did show up for this, and I appreciate you for it. But like I said, also it's the algorithm. We have so many people missing right now that are normally hardcore Psycho Sal backers, and I don't know where they're at. They're not, Facebook has gotten so bad about its algorithm that the normal people that that usually engages in everything, they're not here. It's insane. Because, and I know that for a fact, because again, I don't see them and I normally did, but every time I post something, I get that little pop-up from Facebook. If you would like to boost this to 2,500 more people, you can pay this money. So I know they're throttling us down. There's no doubt about it, because every single post has that thing on it. Yeah, it's trash, dude. It is straight up trash, man. And like I said, used to, I never saw that pop up. And now every time I post something, I'm seeing that pop up asking me if I'd like to boost my post. So there's no doubt in my mind they're throttling us down, so they can try to force us to pay that money. But again, at the end of the day, like we were talking about with Chris last night, we're not technically paying to be on this platform. Um, so it's kind of hard to bitch and complain about it. All you can do is just try to promote, try to push. Don't get me wrong, a lot of you guys could help us out with some word of mouth and sharing out our stuff. I'm just saying, a lot of you guys who sell online and you have live shows and you have podcast shows and you have all this shit, and you guys are always asking us to share out your videos when you're live. Y'all could show us the same damn love and respect and share out our projects when they're live. I'm just going to be blunt with you, because it's amazing how many people talk this community shit, or when we pop in their videos to say hi, they're asking people to, oh, hey guys, be sure to share out the video. But then you go look at their pages and they ain't sharing out shit, except for people whose ass they're trying to kiss. I see that a lot. People sharing up the ladder. You know what I mean? We see that with artists too. You'll ever notice a lot of artists don't share other artists' shit unless they're higher than them on the food chain. They're sharing out their stuff. um, you know, they I call it the ass kissing share. It's always somebody higher on the food chain than them, or it's some artist that's higher on the food chain, and they're trying to get that artist to you know promote their live shows and shit so they can be exposed to that artist. So it's so much ass kissing in this industry. But that's the game. That's the game, man. Like, I saw something the other day. I was looking at some artist on YouTube. He's always like he's been in the business like 20-25 years plus. Great artist, super nice guy, but he started his YouTube channel up, I don't know, like 5 years ago or 4 years ago, something like that. But anyway, he'll go live, every so often. He was steady there for a while, and then he kind of faded off, and then he jumps back on here or there. But anyway, always asking people to share, always talking, making these comments about community. And the only time I ever see him sharing his platform with another artist, it's always some other artist that's, in his food chain. You know what I mean? Like, that's a big name like him. Like, they don't ever, like, I saw him share someone's YouTube channel or TikTok thing. This other artist guy been doing TikTok for a while. He's pretty good, but he's built a pretty good TikTok following. What's up, bud? And so he has a ton of followers, like on TikTok or Instagram or whatever platform it is he's on. I think it's TikTok. It might be Instagram. Anyway, but the point is, he has a shit ton of followers. That artist shared out his page the other day, and that guy technically has more followers than that artist. You get what I'm saying? Like, the only time I ever see a lot of these people sharing other people's content is when they're higher on the food chain, because it's a way to get exposed to their fan base. Because I guarantee you, once he shared that guy's TikTok shit, that guy immediately, his fans went and looked and see who that guy is. And I'm sure it generated a bunch of new followers on his YouTube page. So I get the reasoning for it, but they don't ever share their platforms with anybody lower on the food chain than them. You know what I mean? And that's the shares that matter, is sharing your platform with up and comers or other people who don't have big followings that are trying to get seen, and you have a decent platform. That's what community is there. Sharing someone that's higher up than you, who doesn't need your shares, and you're just doing it so you can kind of milk off their platform, that's not community to me. But I mean, you see it all the time. You see these guys, they try to, and I've had the messages, hey, we'd love to work with you on doing, all these things, and just using you as the artist for these exclusives. And I'll be like, and I tell them, I was like, because when they do that, they want you to just do exclusives with them, nobody else. I'm not doing that. Would that what's up, Robert? Does that generate you sometimes more steady income? Yes, it can. It can screw you too if they screw you over. But so I don't think it's worth it. Like I don't know how many times I've reached out to certain bigger artists wanting to hire them. Because now, and before anybody says anything, now I put people on my platforms that have no platform. You get what I'm saying? Like I've shared Psycho Sal covers with artists that's never been published. I've shared my platform. I've promoted other artists who's never been done anything. So I've walked the walk. So me reaching up the ladder to some artist that I'm a fan of, that I want to bring on to do a cover for one of my IPs. And I've had a handful of them go, "Oh, I'd love to do it, but I'm contracted to this retailer and I can't do any books other than their books." I'm not doing that. I'm not. I got too many people that I respect and that I like, that are indie creators or other retailers that I like, that's been with me from day one, or that's been with me as I was coming up, and that's worked with me in different scenarios. I don't want to have to tell them I can't do a cover for them because I'm contracted with so and so. I'm not doing it. So, so it sucks that it kind of plays that way sometimes. It sucks that people won't share their platforms. Because like I've even had some retailers that are big name retailers that I've even done covers for go, "Well, I'm not going to promote other people's stuff on my page. I built my audience. I built that email list, or I built that following. Should I share it?" Well, I don't know. Maybe because 10 minutes ago you were preaching community. Maybe because 10 minutes ago you were talking about how important it is to share out content. Oh, you just meant it's important to share out your content, you know. But um, you ever thought about doing another charter? What do you mean? Yeah, you'll have to let me know what you mean on that. I don't know what you mean by that. All of my books are Charter Comics exclusives if it has to do with my IP. Yeah, you'll have to I'm not sure what you mean. Elaborate on that a little bit. I'm not sure what you're meaning there. Because all of my books are Charter Comics. That's who my books are labeled under. So everything I do is technically a Charter Comics exclusive. I mean, it's not really an exclusive because it's just printed there. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you'll have to let me know what you're referring to there. I'm not sure what that is, what you mean by on that. Um, I'm waiting on one person to pay their spot on the Olo markers, $450 worth of markers, 96 markers. I'm waiting on that one person to get their raffle spot paid, and then I'll go live and pick the winner on that. It'll probably be in the morning. I can't remember if that person works night shift or not. So forgive me. I don't remember offhand. Uh, um, Yeah, I can't remember if that person works night shift or not. So, but they'll get the spot paid. Everybody else is already paid. So as soon as that one gets paid, I'll go live. Like I said, more than likely it'll probably be in the morning. But it's we got a lot. No, I don't think so, because Charter Comics is just the label, publisher label. All the books are Charter Comics exclusives. Yeah, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what you're referring to with that. um oh yeah, whenever I do that, Robert, it'll be live, and then I send the video out to every single person that's on the raffle, so you'll be able to go back and watch the raffle. Oh, that reminds me, you guys go grab a dang spot. You guys go grab a damn spot on that damn Batman sideshow premium format raffle. Um, we're about halfway full on that raffle. That's a big boy prize. That's like $900 prize with the $300 shipping. Um, yeah, I'm not sure what you might be referring to with that. But I mean, I've got some stuff planned. Like if I get into New York again this year, you know, last 2 years in a row, I got into New York. Thank goodness. And I did a Psycho Sound #1 exclusive for both years. Um, if I get in to New York again this year, I think I'm going to do a New York Comic Con exclusive for Cursed Moonlight. Um, I'm also, because as you know, Cursed Moonlight and Rise of the Mummy, that's my two one-shot comics that I created and I wrote the script for. Fully written and scripted by me, and each one of those books are about two of my daughters. You know, Cursed Moonlight's about two of my daughters versus a werewolf in the Appalachian Mountains. It's a one shot, one story. Then my other book, Rise of the Mummy, that's about my other two daughters versus a mummy in the 1920s Egypt. But because I'm a big fan of the classics, you know, those books are in black and white. I'm thinking about doing a colored version of those. Um, and I can't decide if I want to do that or not. Because Psycho Sal's full color, as you guys know. Um, Sentinel, Veil of the Damned, my book I'm launching. I'm hoping to have that book in Kickstarter around May. You know, that's a 6 issue book that deals with a war veteran, um, deals with PTSD and depression, and it deals with suicide and things like that. So that book, I'm hoping to have, and that one's fully written and scripted by me also. I'm hoping to have that into Kickstarter around May the 1st. So that one will be in color. So I'm trying to debate, you know, whether I want to go back. Yes, it's me spending money for colors that I don't necessarily need to do, other than me just doing it. Um, and, you know, hiring a colorist to go back and color all those pages. And I'm kind of torn on it. I don't know. Oh, I just thought about that. So it threw up that notice. Let me make sure that, because there's like 7 of y'all in here. Let me make sure this damn thing is set to public, because it's supposed to auto set to public on Facebook. But I remember one time I had to go into, okay, that one's set to public. I remember I had to go in there and change it to public every damn time. Um, but I think we're okay. I don't think we got an issue there. Yeah, I think we're okay. All right. Because there's like 7 or 8 of you guys watching, and I mean, we're only seeing a couple people talking. So yeah, so I'm kind of torn on that. I don't know whether, you know, I don't know whether I want to, you know, change that to color or not. I mean, because like I said, it doesn't need to be. The artwork for Cursed Moonlight is absolutely beautiful. I mean, Arturo did such an incredible job on the interiors on that, creating the gray tones and everything else to give it lots of depth without color. You know, and then he did a great job, of course, on Rise of the Mummy. Also, he did such a good job on those two books. Um, so I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of things. Yeah, no problem, Heather. um, I just want to make sure we didn't, since I saw that little thing pop up uh, talking about that. I want to make sure that it was. that stuff was set correct. Oh man, I am pooped. Um, Damn, there's a lot of people live tonight selling stuff. Man, there's so many people these days that are live. I mean, that's one of the other things that's kind of hard is getting people to check out your shows and stuff because there are so many people live. Um, you know, and and that's great. I mean, it's good to see people active. Um, Heather, did everybody go back Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition? Um, Man, you guys make sure you jump over there and grab you a copy of that collector's edition. Uh, we are almost to the 7K stretch goal. Like I said, we were over the 7K stretch goal, but we lost a little over $200 between last night and today. Man, I don't know. uh, that's these things are so crazy. Awesome. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, sadly, I don't know who all's backed it and who hasn't. Um, like I was telling them, I try not to go look at the thing to see who all's there because I don't want to get annoyed. And I've already looked once. I think in all between a few days ago up until right now, I think we've lost about $550. Like technically, we should be almost if those people hadn't fell off or lowered their stuff from you know high numbers to low numbers, we would be about to pass the $8,000 stretch goal. Like we would be almost to the $8,000 stretch goal. Um, and I don't know. Um, I don't know. I know we got a lot going on. I'm so glad Psycho Sound #9 is done though. Um, oh crap. Damn, I just thought about that. Am I gonna have to tear these damn packages open again? I just thought about Heather's damn order. Um, what did she tell me? I thought I had you send me. Damn it, I am. I'm gonna have to go back in there and open up these damn artist packages and pull one of these damn books out. God damn it. Shit. Oh, I'm gonna have to go open up every damn one of those artist comp boxes and pull one cover out of each one of the damn. I'm gonna have to open 9 damn boxes that I've already packed because this is the only drawback sometimes when you have to go back and redo something that's separate from the Kickstarter. You got to remember to go do it. So now I got to go back and open up, uh, you know, 8 boxes to pull one book out of 8 different boxes. And holy shit. Yeah. And then the extra cover that didn't come with that bundle. Wait, what? Oh, Dave's cover. Okay. All right. That's okay. I'll pop them open in the morning. It'll take like 10 minutes. I'll just retape the boxes once I pull. I just need to open them and pull one book out of each one. Um, Yeah, it's okay. No, it's okay. That was my fault. I should have wrote it down on one of my damn sticky notes, and I forgot to do that. Um, Damn, there's a lot of people live tonight. Holy shit. I guess Friday nights is just I don't really ever look on Friday nights. I'm usually hanging out with Andrea watching movies. So I'm not really messing on Facebook on Friday or Saturday nights when I'm home. I'm spending it with her. She's at work though. She had to work late tonight. So she's got to work tomorrow. So she's coming over after work, which I got shit tons I got to do tomorrow. Um, but yeah, that's no big. I'm glad I thought about it right now. I need to, you know what? I need to write that down right now so I don't forget again. Um, because it was, but yeah, it's okay. Let's see, it was all trade dress bundle, Dave trade dress, and then it was the OA over there, and then it was yeah, and a t-shirt. Okay, now I got it written down. That's what I should have done to begin with, but it slipped my mind. It's written down now though. So there we go. What's up, Michael G? Um, so I did find a couple of mistakes with the printer guy in New York. I mean, not the printer guy in New York, but my other printer in Arizona. They printed two of my damn embossed metals, one of ones, twice. Oh my god. Shit. So what I don't know how I'm gonna deal with that because I ordered me so I no nobody this go around. This is the first one. Well, I've only done two other Kickstarters with an embossed one of one. I think issue number 8 and issue number 9. Uh, Nobody bought my blood metal embossed one of one off this issue number 9 Kickstarter. Um, I think this is either the second, third time I've actually done one of those. Um, so I've got a William Russell blood metal embossed one of one in there, but I have two. They printed it twice. Um, so what I'm thinking of doing is doing a baller remark on one because that still keeps it a one of one with the numbering on it. Um, because that'll be the only one in the world that has a baller remark on it. Michael Gardner, did you? I got everybody's stuff packed up, which I got to open. So some of you artists that worked on the Kickstarter, some of you are going to get 5 comps on top of your orders. Some of you might get 10. It depends on, as I told everyone, you get 5 comps or you get 10, and it depends on how much you promoted the book. Now I did notice that they shorted me some books, so I do have to put in a order with them, letting them know what they shorted me. But it was only in the. I think I got shorted one. I think I got shorted one medal, and then on the regular books, I think I got shorted like 3 or 4 or 5 artist comps for the artists. Not a big deal. I'll let them know they shorted me. They'll print those books and send them back out to me. Here soon. That's not a big deal. But I noticed, and if you just didn't grab it, that's okay. Did you mean to not get? Because I didn't order it for you. I just ordered the one of ones. I think I ordered the embossed one of ones for the what I thought would be the more popular covers on the Kickstarter art wise. Because I don't think I ordered the embossed. I may have shit. I don't remember. I may have ordered the embossed one of ones of everybody's damn cover. Now some people bought the covers, so I had to order them anyway for those people that did buy the blood metal one of ones. Let me hang on one second. Let me grab one because I'm sure some of the people in the audience are like, "What the hell is he talking about?" because this is something the printer just started doing, this year. So this is what's called a blood metal embossed 101. So it's raised matte finish metal. See the line, see how it's raised? These things are, sadly, the camera is not going to do it justice, but these things are ridiculous in person. So I ordered these things. Some people bought them off the Kickstarter. I think we sold them for like 300 a piece on the Kickstarter, or 200 a piece on the Kickstarter, something like that. I think they were 300 because the regular metals were like 80 and the blood metals were like 120. Yeah, these things are ridiculous in person. I mean, absolutely mind blowing. So I was kind of shocked nobody bought my embossed 101 because they bought it on the other Kickstarter. But anyway, so I ordered them, and I saw that, I saw, Michael, you didn't grab yours. So let your fans know. At least I'm pretty sure. Let me double check, make sure I'm not saying that incorrectly. Let me see who all I have left. Okay, yeah. So never mind. So all the other ones, other people bought the other ones. So we have my 101. Oh, never mind. They didn't. What the hell? Oh yeah. So they accidentally printed me two of this 101. Like I said, I think I figured out how to get around that. I'll just put a Baller Remark on that one, and it comes with the art. So there's the Dave Kemp one. That cover is ridiculous. So there's the embossed 101 of that one, and then there's the Michael Turner embossed 101 metal, blood metal. So yeah, these things came out just, oh my God. Like I said, sadly, the video is not going to do them justice. These things are so damn badass in person. But that's the only ones I have left. All the other ones, people bought them on the Kickstarter. So if you decide you want it before I post it up, now you don't got to buy it, but if you decide you want it, let me know. I'll give you a fair price on it. So that way you can sell it or whatever when you start doing shows this year. But yeah, all the other ones somebody bought. So those are the only three extras I ordered, that nobody claimed on the Kickstarter. And then I don't know how the hell this happened. I'm figuring this is from them shorting me on the other stuff, because I have 3 damn blood medals. The regular blood medals, I have 3 of those of day, 4 of those. One, two. I have 4 of those of Days cover, and I know damn well I didn't order 4. At least I don't think I did. Now I always order extra because in case something gets damaged. So if let's say 4 of these sold on the Kickstarter, I would order 5. But yeah, that's the blood metal, the regular blood metal. This thing is holy hell. So I've got 4 of those for some damn reason. And I know, and like I said, I've already been through the orders. I mean, I'm going to double check something on here. Just, you know what? Let me look at that right now while I'm thinking about it and talking to you guys. I'm going to see and make sure that there wasn't somebody that got overlooked somehow, because I don't know why I would have had 4 extras. 2 maybe. Like I said, sometimes I'll order 2 extra of all the covers just to be on the safe side, but I don't know why I would have had 4. Now, I only have 1 of my regular blood metal. So there's my regular blood metal. Overlook that. That's the plastic. like I said, I wish I could give you guys a better view of these things. These things are ridiculous. Yeah, Dave's cover was incredible. He absolutely killed it on that cover. But let me do, because I can look at, so let's look at, there's my blood metal. There's Dave's blood metal. Let's see. Yeah, so only two people bought it. So how the hell did I end up with four? So that's where, so by looking at that, I'm thinking they misread something, and because I'm pretty sure I'm shorted a metal in there, at least one or two. I got to double check my numbers, but I know I'm pretty sure there's at least one metal missing, but it's a regular metal. Well, yeah, it's a regular metal. So I'm thinking they had to have miscounted something and gave me, one or two extras of Dave's metal and shorted me one or two of somebody else's metal, because I would not have ordered four extra blood metals. Um, you know, I mean, I can always get them raffled. I mean, I could always raffle them off, I'm sure. Um, but because I still have a few of the other metals. Now, like these are probably me just ordering extra, though, to be safe. Now, this is probably me being safe, because here's the regular metals. So here's the regulars. I've got two of Twan's. I have two of mine. Look at those, dude. That's insane. I have two of mine, and then I have two of Dave's. So now that's probably me just ordering extras to be on the safe side. The other, though, I am pretty damn sure that was somebody miscounted something, because I would not have ordered four of Dave's blood covers, blood metals. So I got to figure out what to do with them now. But yeah, yeah. So, but yeah, I've got everybody's stuff packaged up. I've got to go to the post office first thing in the morning, and then the only thing left in there that is needs to be packaged is 10 packages that's waiting on T-shirts, and the T-shirt's supposed to be here sometime next week. So as soon as they get here, I'll get those other 10 packages in the mail to those people. But everything else is done. Like I said, I'm missing a couple of artist comp books, but I'll reach out to the printer and I'll get those printed for you guys. But your artist comps for all the artists that worked on the project on the covers, your comps are in with your if you back the Kickstarter, it's in with your stuff that you backed the Kickstarter on. So yeah, all that goes to the post office in the morning. But yeah, if any of you want some of the rare ass metals, let me know, because I don't know how the hell I ended up with that many extras of some of them. Because like I said, I double checked the thing. Nobody's missing any damn thing. Like I said, I think I have one regular metals that's missing. That's it. Um, my metals came from, I think it was Ready Comics. The other books, the regular books and the foils, came from the guy in New York. I won't be printing with the guy in New York anymore. They did good. He had fair prices. He had good packaging. It's just um, I want all my invoicing through PayPal, so it's easier to keep up with business, and they don't use PayPal. So I'm going to be printing with Max. Um, he's a great guy, super nice guy. And Hang on one second. So I'm going to be, dealing with with Artist Express. So so he's given me, a good deal, and he can print metals and all these other types of covers and stuff now. So he's going to be doing all my printing. That's where Rise of the Mummy is going to get printed, and that's where future books are going to get printed for foreseeable future. So that's with what I said the name of them were, Artist Express. Is that what I said? Um, so but yeah, what's up, Mike? Yeah, Ready Comics, man. They, like I said, they do good work. I like Ready Comics. I like Emma and them. Um, I just got to go where the prices are a little better. They do great printing though. They do great shipping. They're super attentive on their customer service and answering emails, et cetera, et cetera. And so is Max. Max and them with Artist Express do a great job too. I used to use them, and then the prices went a little higher than I wanted to pay, and we had to move to somebody else. But now we kind of worked out a deal with them. Um, you know, yeah. Yeah. Both of those folks are really good people. Emma and Alex are both great people. They do great printing, great shipping. I mean, like I said, I can't say enough nice things about them. But like I said, we're going to be printing with Max for a while. Um, it's we have to go where we get good customer service, also good shipping and good turnaround times, which Emma and them give us that. But so does Max, and Max is able to give us a better price on the printing. That's the only drawback. The printing in the US is we have to go where we can get the better deals on the overall printing. Because yes, if you're printing 10, 20 books, then a dollar extra isn't that big a deal. But when you're printing, 500 books, uh, that adds up real damn quick. So, I haven't had that issue. Make sure you're sending shit to the right email, uh because I've not had that problem, and like I said, I used to print with Max and them before, and at that time I don't think they were doing metals or something, so we were already splitting the printing between two different print places, and then the other person started doing metals, and we moved over or something like that. There was some reason other than just a better price. And then, of course, in the printing thing, this is how prices are doing every other damn day. So we kind of talked to them about printing all of our stuff contracted so we can keep a certain price. And because we do a shitload of books from Charter Comics. I mean, you got IPs dropping from Chris, me, Lori. So we got a lot of books through the year that are getting printed with different projects. So we're turning out some numbers, so we have to get stuff that makes sense. We can't be paying $5 and something a book to print it when we are selling the books for damn $10 and $15. I mean, yeah, it costs us way more than that to make the book. I mean, shit, Psycho Sal averages about $15 a book just to make it, from every aspect that goes into making that book. So, breaking even on shit is already tough. We can't be losing money. So like I said, they gave us a really good deal to print our books with them. So we're going to be with them for a bit. Mike, did you go back the Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition Kickstarter? I don't know who all has. So I'm putting everybody on the spot. If you guys haven't, do me a favor. Y'all go back to this Kickstarter. We were past the 7K stretch goal, Mike, and sometime late last night or this morning, we lost like $250 worth of funding, and we fell under the damn 7K. All right, thank you, man. So we were over the 7K stretch goal. Everybody got a damn freebie. Now we're under it, and everybody lost their 7K freebie. So now we're just trying to get people back over there and help us out. Uh, uh, that's why I was like, I try not to go look at that thing because, man, but like I was telling them, we're missing a lot of people. Um, and I hate it because I hate it because I know uh, when hang on one second. Hey Max, I'm sorry for getting back to you so late. I've been busy packing the last Kickstarter, getting it ready to ship out. Yes, that order looks correct. And here's my PayPal invoice for invoicing, please. Sorry guys, let me send this so I don't forget mentioning it. I meant to send this earlier. Um, so yeah, it's oh, okay, awesome. Yeah, like I was telling them earlier, I don't know who all has and hasn't because I try not to go look at that list of the fulfillment tab that shows you all the backers and who's still here, who's canceled, who's lowered their higher pledges down to lower pledges. Like I try not to go look at that because I don't want to get aggravated or stressed out about it. But like I said, when I looked earlier today, I took a break from all this and I looked at just the Kickstarter itself, and I saw that we fell under the 7K. I was like, oh man, come on. Because like the fluctuation happens, and it doesn't normally bother me. um the only time it bothers me is when we have uh past the stretch goal and then we fall under it and everybody loses the stretch goal. That's the only thing that annoys me. Like I can, the up and down, even though it's kind of frustrating, I can, that's not the end of the world or anything. But when you watch people get excited about a stretch goal, a freebie, and you pass it and they get it, and then somebody tweaks their shit or they cancel it and then we fall under it, which knocks everybody out of that damn stretch goal. And that's the only thing that, like, that's the one that bugs me the most, because people love their stretch goals. They get super excited about winning something, for free. And I do a lot of stretch goals. I got a stretch goal for almost every damn marker. Most people don't do that. You might see three stretch goals in a damn $10,000 range of money. You know what I mean? I mean, shit, I had a stretch goal that was under the funding goal. So the minute you so I had a stretch goal under the funding goal, which you can't get unless we fund. And then I had an actual stretch goal at the funding goal. So when we hit 4K, you got the 4K stretch goal, but then you also got the 2K stretch goal. And I know that's kind of weird. That was kind of a boo boo, because normally I have 2K as my funding goals. But we had to make sure on this one it did at least 4K to be funded, because omnibus are not cheap to do. They're not cheap to do. They're not cheap to ship. So yeah, I had to kind of make sure of that. Um, but like I said, it's it's one of those things that you just gotta kind of ride with it. I had that happen once before too. I don't get that at all. Um, oh well, now it depends. Now you will always have $1 backer, and that's Kickstarter itself. So Kickstarter always donates $1 to whatever project is active. Um, the one that is weird to me is the random, like, again, I appreciate anyone that throws money at it, but it's when I see the $5, or because for $3 more you could have got a PDF. You know what I'm saying? Um, I've seen some people throw $10, and I'm like, $5 more, you get a physical copy of one of the cheapest covers on the Kickstarter. The lowest cost. Because I'll have $15 covers on a regular Kickstarter, and then they're 20 and up. But I'll have, hell, two, three, four different covers that are like $15. I think on the last Kickstarter, issue number 9, I think everybody's cover was $15 except for mine. I think mine was the only, like, the $20 one. And then it went into the more rare books. And I remember seeing someone back that Kickstarter. Like I said, I'm super grateful to have their $10 pledge, but they pledged $10, and I'm like, $5 more, you could have got a physical copy of the book. Or I'll see somebody throw $5 in for $3 more, they could have got a PDF. Yeah. Um, yeah, it's weird. But to be fair, I've also seen people, like, I saw it a good bit on issue number 9's Kickstarter as I was fulfilling orders. So one of the stretch goals, I think the 15K stretch goal or something like that, was if you if you pledged $80 or more on the Kickstarter, you got a free $25 Psycho Sal trucker hat. And dude, there was a lot of people that didn't pay attention, and they backed it by, like, I saw one that was $75. So $5 more, they could have got a $25, trucker hat. I saw several that were, $70, that kind of thing. But like I said, I saw one or two that was like 75, and I felt so bad because I don't go, when the Kickstarter ends, there's nothing I can do. I don't do late pledges, so I can't go, hey, oh, heads up, you're $10 from getting a damn $25 free hat, or you're, $10 away, or you're $5 away. Like, I can't go tell them that because there's no way for them to alter it. And I don't know that they haven't done that till I don't go look at the Kickstarter. I don't go look at that funding or that fulfillment list to see who backed what, because I don't want to be that person who goes to the list of people and I look to see who did what and how much they did, or who canceled their pledge on the last day or the last hour, or who went on there the last hour that pledged $200 on day one, and then in the last hour before the Kickstarter's over, they went and lowered it to $20. I don't want to be that guy who's looking at that and being that anal about it. So I felt so bad when I was pulling these orders. I was sitting here, I was like, holy damn, if you'd have just spent $5 more, you could have got you already got the one stretch goal that everybody got at 15K or whatever mile marker it was. But $5 more, you would have got a $25 Psycho Sal trucker hat, or $10 more, you would have got that trucker hat. I felt so bad. They were so close, especially the ones I saw that were $5 away. I was like, holy shit, $5 away. But there's nothing I can do about it. Um, you know, there was another one. Well, there was another one I saw. Like I said, the other strange one was seeing people pledge like $5 or $10. And again, example there, like for a few dollars more, they could have got the PDF or they could have got a physical copy of the book. Like I said, I'm grateful to have anybody. I just, I like, I would rather somebody get something for what they give me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't really like, when somebody just donates $5 or donates $10. I'd rather them get something for their money. You know what I'm saying? Um, yeah, exactly. A lot of people do PDFs for like $3. So when you donate $2, like, what the hell? You could have got the PDF for $1 more in a lot of cases. My digital copy is $8. And that's a fair price for a digital copy of the book. Now, part of the psychology of that, I moved it from, because I used to have $3 PDFs also for a digital copy. It used to be, no, it was $5. It used to be $5. And I think I moved it to 8. And the point for that was I kind of wanted people to spend the extra, $4 or $5 for the damn hard copy of the book, because I'd rather people have the hard copy. I don't read digital. You know what I'm saying? I get digitals all the time from people's Kickstarters I back, and I won't read the digitals. There's a lot of people like that. They get the digitals. Like every single one of you guys, you get a digital copy of the book when you buy the book. So you're getting, it isn't like it's one or the other. If you spend $10 for a hard copy of the book, you get the PDF copy for free. So it's not like it's a choice thing. I mean, it's just like with Psycho Sal Omnibus. Everyone who buys that omnibus, it's not on the thing. I forgot to tell him to write it on the thing. And once stuff sells, you can't go back and edit what's on that. But everybody that backs Psycho Sal Omnibus Collector's Edition for a physical copy, they get the PDF for issues 1 through 9 to go with the book. So, and that's usually what everybody does. If you buy the book off that Kickstarter, you get the digital copy also for free. So I don't know. It can be, like I said, sometimes I think it's people not paying attention. Some of it could be they're doing it just to show some love and they plan to come back later and maybe increase it. I don't know. I like I said, I always tell people, since Kickstarter doesn't take your money up front, back the Kickstarter for what you want. Don't overback, because I would rather you back it by $20, $30, $40 and then come back on the last day when you realize, oh, I got some extra money I can spend this month, and you grab some other stuff on the Kickstarter and up your pledge. I'd a whole lot rather that than people coming out the damn gate with $100, $150, $200, $400 pledges, and then on the last damn day or a few days before the Kickstarter ends, they go in there and lower all their stuff down to $20 and $40. Like, I don't want to see that, because to me it comes off as fake support. Oh, look what I did for you. Oh shit, something came up, I had to cancel my pledge, or something came up and I had to lower it down to the minimums. Like, I don't want to see that, because I think it's disrespectful. I'd rather you just, grab your favorite cover. And then at the end of the month, if you realize you got some extra money to spend, hell yeah, jump on there, grab you some extra goodies. That's what most people would rather see. The other is just too much of kind of a disrespect thing, in my opinion. So it all kinds of kind of depends on what project it is. But yeah, it is a little strange when you see those low pledges, and they don't grab anything physical. You're like, okay. uh, I mean, like I said, don't get me wrong. I love the support no matter how we get it. But I'd rather somebody get something, for their money. You know what I mean? Oh, all right, everybody watching, do me a favor, go share out the Kickstarter, and let's see if we can get some people to help us out. Again, we are so damn close to the 7K stretch goal again. Uh, let's jump over it and get everybody their freebie. Yeah, but here's the thing. I'm gonna be a little hard about it. Let's be honest. Our books are so damn cheap on these Kickstarters, and you got a whole damn 30 days to come up with something, because it doesn't matter whether you're supporting us by $1,000 or you're supporting us by the cheapest thing on the Kickstarter at $15 or $10, whatever you price your books at. Every single person in our circles can buy one book off a Kickstarter. I'm just going to be blunt about it. Yeah, if somebody doesn't do it, it's because they don't want our shit, and that's the bottom line. They don't want to buy it because they'll go out here and buy this other shit, or they'll go do this, that, or the other with their money. So I mean, some people may call that being an ass. I'm sorry. If you don't, I mean, that's really and truly the bottom line. If you're people that are on your friends list on Facebook that claim to be there to support you, if they're not buying your products, they don't give a shit about your products. That's just the bottom line. That's the harsh reality of it. And that's their right. If they don't want to buy something, they don't have to. But I don't want to hear no bullshit about, oh, I was going to. Like, I can't stand that shit when somebody comes to me and goes, oh, I was going to back your Kickstarter. I was going to buy your newest exclusive, but, this, and this. I don't give a shit. I don't want to hear the excuses. I don't. Because, again, I'm sorry. Everyone can afford our books. They're $10 books. They're $15 books. You have an entire 20 to 30 days. Yeah, and most people run 30-day Kickstarters. Very few of us run 20-day Kickstarters. But you have that entire time to come up with $20. Bullshit. So, I don't even want to hear shit like that. Like I tell people, I don't want to hear it. If you don't want to back it, that is no problem at all. You don't have to. No hard feelings whatsoever. But don't come to me. I used to date someone that used to do that shit. Every damn time I turn around, and I'm a giving person. I mean, obviously, y'all know that. You see how many times I give shit to people. I do that with my family too. I've given away all kinds of stuff, whether it's artwork or exclusives or my time or my energy, whatever the case, or buying somebody random gifts, whatever. I love to give to people. I love to see their reactions and the smiles on their face. That's why I do is, I give away stuff at shows. I give away stuff online talking to you guys. Y'all see me y'all see me go live and give away $1,000 worth of art before. Y'all see me go multiple times during the year live and give away $300 to $600 worth of signed exclusives. And it isn't because it's stuff I can't move, but I used to date someone that was like that. Every time you turn around, oh, you know what? I saw this, this, and this today, and I almost bought it for you. And I'm like, why are you telling me then? It's the weirdest shit. Like I'm gonna be blunt. I don't give a shit about the thought. I know we're kind of raised the thought is what matters. No, it's the thought that matters, and you follow through with it. That's what matters. I don't give a shit about the thought. I don't want to know that you thought about buying my Kickstarter book off my Kickstarter. I don't want to know that you were uptown and you saw something you thought I would like and you almost bought it. I don't want to hear that shit. Yeah, you can't take it personal. dude, I have my own friends and family that have never bought anything I've done. They don't own a single issue of Psycho Sal. You know, they don't. They don't. They don't. I don't get that because I've got some of my personal friends that I grew up with who read comics. I have hell, I have a couple of personal friends who still buy comic books that hasn't bought shit I've done. So you can't take it personal. Now, me personally, I've bought stuff from people who does some type of crafts in my family to support them that I have zero interest in. Like I won't do nothing with it. It's sitting in my office somewhere. Because I am a big believer that, if you've got a family member trying to run their own business, you support it when you can. That's the way it should be. If you have a family member that, again, runs their own business, let's say they're a plumber or they're an electrician or they're a roofer or whatever the case they may be, when you need somebody for one of those jobs, you should be calling that person first. But that's not what people do. I don't know why. I don't. They will call a stranger, to come work on their shit before they call someone they know who is just as capable, runs their own business. It's not like they're not talking about some dude who hobbies roofing houses and it looks like a damn jigsaw puzzle when it's done. These are I don't get it. I would rather give my money to a mechanic that I know than a random. I'd rather hire somebody that I know instead of a random. And I know some people are that way, and that's good. But there's a lot of people that's not how they are. I don't know why. I've never asked nobody like, why do you do that? I need to. I'd like to have their thoughts on it, but I don't get it. But it's the same way with this. I mean, I know people who collect comic books that I grew up with that are still collecting comic books, and we all had dreams of one day being a comic artist, and they haven't bought a single thing I've done. They don't order commissions. And they'll order commissions from other people. you know, um, I had to get a little snotty with a friend of mine one time. He sent me a PM, and I thought he was wanting a commission from me, and he was asking what I would charge for this commission idea. And I said, well, this is what I normally would charge. This is, I'll give you a discount on it because I'm not doing this shit for free. I do enough free shit for people. You know what I mean? So, but I'll give them a good discount when it's someone I know. I mean, I give return customers a discount. Um, and and then you go, oh well, no. He's like, I'm talking to so and so about doing this commission, and he gave me a quote, and I was just kind of curious of what your quote would be, so I can see whether he's trying to rip me off. And I was like, well, first off, whatever his prices are has nothing to do with what my prices are. He doesn't set the standard for the community. I don't set the pricing for the community. I'm about $100 cheaper on commissions in some cases than what I should be. I was like, and I told him, I was like, but I'll be blunt with you, dude. Don't send an artist a message asking prices so you can go shop with another artist. I mean, I've known you since we were kids. If you were wanting a commission, you should be supporting my business, and if you don't want to, that's okay, but damn sure don't send me no PM trying to give you price quotes so you can compare it to someone else to make sure that they're giving you a fair price. I was like, don't do that shit. That's literally like me picking up the phone, calling a plumber friend of mine who runs his own business, asking him what he charges to do something, and then tell him, oh, no, I don't need you. I just want to make sure this other guy is giving me a fair price. You don't do that shit. So I kind of went off on him a little bit about it. Um, Oh, well, now that's different. I'm not talking about you offering, because that's definitely true. If you offer to do something for somebody, they want it dirt cheap. Now they may contact you and still want it dirt cheap, but that's a different conversation. If they contact you and they're wanting an alternator changed on their car that a normal shop is going to charge them, $350 at a regular shop, $600-700 at a damn, shitty, I mean, an overpriced um, mainstream shop, dealership, et cetera, or big name shops, and they want to pay you $50, and that's a different ball game. You just say no and you move on. Then if they, but even in that case, like, don't do that either. Like, don't ever try to get people to do. I can't stand people trying to get people to do free shit or super discounted. Like, if I'm going to do a $300 project for you, let's say it's normally $300. I'll do it for 200 to help somebody out, because money's not the end all be all for per se. Um, I mean, it is, but you get what I'm saying. Like, I'm not going to cry over that damn $100 to help somebody out. But damn sure don't, if it's a $300 job, don't be offering somebody $50. Don't be asking people for free shit. Don't be asking people to donate shit to your imaginary fundraiser and shit like that. And even if it's a legit fundraiser, don't be asking people to donate free shit. Pay them for their stuff, and then you donate it to the damn event. That's something else we get as an artist a lot of times. We'll get people put us on the spot about donating to some charity they're claiming to do, but they want us to give them a $200 piece of art so they can auction it off and then do whatever they're supposedly doing with the money. Like, no, if it's $200, you're wanting it for a charity, I'll give it to you for $100, and then you can auction it off, starting the bid at $100. And then you can write that $100 off you spent on your taxes for charity. Uh, so, um, so yeah, I mean, it's, yeah, don't ask people for free shit. Just don't. Don't ask people for super discount. Um, you know, and I don't, like I said, I don't know why. I don't know why. I mean, you know, I personally will support people's businesses that I know long before I do strangers. Now, I'm not going to support the, family idiot. Don't get me wrong. I'm not going to hire Joe Blow that couldn't change spark plugs in something just because he fiddles with, mechanic shit every once in a while. Because I'll end up having to fix his shit he screwed up. But, if I've got a friend that's a full blown mechanic that knows what the hell he's doing, I'm going to hire that person first. If I know a graphic artist that does good work, I'm going to hire them first before I go to somebody random. That's the way it should be, but that is definitely not the way it is. Like I said, I've got plenty of, lifelong friends that has never spent $20 on my business. It just is what it is, you know. Um, it is definitely a strange thing to me. Now, obviously, you can't, uh, you know, you can't spend money on someone's business all the time, unless it's the type of business you benefit from. You got people out here that make soaps and shampoos, and all that stuff's real big these days, where people are making custom soaps and shampoos. Now, those types of businesses, you could probably buy from them monthly, buying their homemade soaps and everything. There's people out here that that do yard services. You could hire them to do your lawn every single month to help them make some money. So there's definitely some jobs out there that you can support on a monthly basis if you're able to, but some of it might be rare. I mean, same thing with comics. Like with me doing covers and projects, most people can't necessarily support every single thing you do, uh, but they can support some. So, like I said, when if people, I don't want to hear that excuse. I think it's a very dishonest excuse. Oh, I was gonna back your Kickstarter, but I didn't have that $15. Oh, I was gonna support your Kickstarter, but I didn't have that $20. It's just not true, you know. Now, if you're on a fixed income, that's a different story. I know how it feels to be on a fixed income growing up. You barely had money a lot of times for food. So what's up, Mr. Jim? But if you're working, you got a steady job, a steady income, your spouse is working, etc. If you don't want to support someone's project, just don't. It's okay. Nobody's gonna get mad at you about it. But damn sure don't come to us going, "Oh, I was gonna do it, but something came up, so I couldn't give you that $15 to your project for a copy of your book." That's just not true. It's just not, you know. Um, oh, Jim, I made that. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I made that post for all the unused cover art that's sitting right here. From those people where they owed me money and owed me comps. Well, they owe me comps, which technically means they owe me money because I can't sell those books to recoup my discount I gave them for doing the cover work. And some of those projects are 4 years old. Most of them are 3. But I made that post, so I don't know if you saw that. You guys go check it out. Um, I got them dirt cheap. They're like $250, and that includes shipping. I normally when they're published, I sell those for $500 to $600 a pop at shows. So go check it out. There's some really cool covers on there. I wish they could have seen the light of day. I was super happy with how those covers turned out. And I can even show you guys what the colored version of those covers would have looked like, because they went to color. They were production wise done. It just needed the creator of those. No, they're not on my website. They're just posted on Facebook, but go look at it, because I just don't fool with putting unpublished stuff on my website. But if you go look at that post, if you see something there on there you like and you need to use my website to do Afterpay or Klarna, just let me know, and I can make a custom thing on the website. Well, actually, there's probably something on the website that's in that price range, $250. There's probably something on the website you can go buy that equals out to that $250. Now, if you see something on the post you want for that $250, whatever it is, I can send you an invoice through Square, and I believe I have Afterpay and Square. I think I have it on. I think I have Afterpay and Klarna on my Square account. Um, I'm pretty sure I do. Um, yeah, y'all go look and tell me if there's something you want while you're chatting, listening to me ramble on. And if there is something you want, tell me what the price is on it, and I'll send you an invoice from my Square account, and see if it gives you the option at checkout for Klarna and Afterpay. Because I'm pretty sure I put that on my Square account also, because I use Square at shows. Um, Shit, I don't even remember where I could go look to see where that would be, but I'm pretty sure I put it on there. Um, Yeah, I'm pretty damn sure. But I don't remember how to payment links. Oh no, that's taking a payment link. But yeah, check that out, guys, because what I'm going to do is I'm about to kick off con season super heavy. I'm going to take all those covers and I'm going to put them in my binders as unpublished cover work and put them at 200, 250 a pop at shows. Dude, those will all be gone between now and the end of the con season. They'll all be gone. People buy the hell out of unpublished cover art, especially when they're dirt cheap. Yeah, for those that didn't know, there's an actual market, fans for unpublished cover work. It's crazy. Uh, yeah, let me see if I can shit. Hold on a second, Jim. That damn thing is probably buried because I don't think I've reshared it since I posted it. Let me see if I can find it real quick for you while I'm just rambling because I can ramble with you guys while I flip. Um, yeah, I wish. Oh, here we go. I'll just reshare it. Um, yeah, you guys check that out. Those are that's a great way to get you some because I mean, is there a chance those could see the light of day at some point? Sure. It definitely can happen. Does it happen often? No. I'll be completely honest with you about it. It very seldom happens. Um, once those things fall, I sent you the link, Jim. Once those things fall into limbo, they almost never come out of limbo. It just is what it is, especially if it's 3+ years. Those are pretty much forgotten. Like I said, though, I'm not going to say it doesn't happen. It's just it is rare. But yeah, if you see something on there, Jim, you like, and if you see more than one, let me know. I'll make you a combo deal on it. Like I said, I just want to recoup my money I lost on the projects because each one of those covers, I lost. I should have got 10 copies of each one of those books, and I'd have sold them for around $15 a piece at shows. There's, I think, 8 covers on that post. That's $1,200 that I lost. So I just want to recoup my damn money. I gave them a pretty much each one of those projects, I gave them a $200 discount to do the cover to get 10 copies of the book when it was printed, and and then make whatever money I made off of those. So I posted them technically for 200, I think it's like 200, $250, and that includes shipping to ship them. So that's all I want. I just want to recoup my damn money I gave them for the discount. I wish they would have seen light of day, like I said. Because they went to color. Every single one of those images you're looking at, every single one of them, um, um, every single one of those were, I thought, gorgeous covers. They definitely should have seen, and they were actually overall they were actually really interesting story concepts. Um, like when they gave me their pitch, about what these books were and what they're going to be about. Like they were really good, interesting stories. It definitely, as far as like a creator and seeing new stuff come to life, I really hated they never again saw the light of day. They did such a good concept with the idea of the book, and then to just see it vanish into limbo. And the sad thing is they won't, like they won't give the story to somebody so they can bring it to life. They won't even sell the story to somebody so they can bring it to life. Like it'll rot away because, oh well, I someday I might come back to it. No, you're not. You're not. Let's just be honest. Like, again, the majority of that will never see the light of day. Out of all those covers I posted, there might be one, one that might make a comeback. But it's that most of the time they'll drop it. And if they did try to go create something, they won't go back to that. They'll just create something else. Like, it's, ooh, look, rabbit. It's that kind of shit. They won't go back and, finish this story they started that they had some covers done for. They'll just go on to something else. It's kind of weird. But yeah, you guys check out that post. I just reshared it. I don't think anybody's claimed one of those. Like I said, I've been so busy, I really haven't went back and looked. And of course, Facebook algorithm and notifications don't work half the times. Like I just saw 2 posts where somebody commented on a post and I never even got the notification for it. One was from 2 days ago. So I'll look at the post at some point and see if anybody claimed anything, but I don't think they have. If they have, they haven't sent me no PM, that's for sure. Now, sometimes people will say, oh, I want this, and they'll send you a PM after they claim it on the post. But some people won't. They'll just claim it on the post and then wait for you to answer them, And sometimes, again, if you guys ever comment on anything of mine with a question or something that I need to see, don't trust that damn notification. Send me a direct PM saying, hey, I commented on your post. Could you go check that out? Like, like if it's a claim post or something like that, I will definitely go look. But yeah, if you got something you need me to see or anybody, send them a PM, because that damn notification shit, sometimes, dude, we don't get notifications till like 2 or 3 days later. It's ridiculous. $1 billion company and runs like shit. But yeah, you guys take a look at those originals, and don't be afraid to make me an offer on it. Like as long as I can, get close to my damn $200 discount I gave people for those covers, I'm fine with that. Because sadly, you got to remember, I gave them a $200 discount and paid my colorist out of the balance. So where it should have been a $600 cover, I charged them $400, paid my colorist $75 to $100 out of that other money. So, that's why it sucks for those books to not see the light of day. But yeah, if you see something you like, just let me know. Like I said, I think, I can send you an invoice, I can send you an invoice through Square. I'm pretty sure I have Klarna and Afterpay on my Square account also. Or if I need to, I can go to my website and make a, custom price on something, and you just go in there and buy that with Klarna and Afterpay, or whatever payment plan option you like to use. But I'm pretty sure I have it on Square. Oh, sorry guys, I'm exhausted. I've been up since 4:30 again. I have been up since 4:30 for the whole damn week. I am exhausted. But we're done with Psycho Sal number 9. All the Kickstarter books are ready to go. 95% of them are have already went to the post office. I got about 40 or so packages right here that I've got to label first thing in the morning, and then they'll go to the post office tomorrow before the post office closes. And then all I've got left is 10 packages in there that I can't ship until next week when the t-shirts get here. So I would add the t-shirts sooner, but nobody bothered to put their sizes on the Kickstarter. Shit, I've got about 10 people that I still don't have addresses for, that I can't get nobody to answer their damn emails to give me their address. Like, I don't know why people just don't have their address saved on the Kickstarter. Just save your damn address. Yeah, it drags us out so bad when I have to stop what I'm doing, send you multiple PMs on Kickstarter to get your address, or try to chase you down on Facebook. Just go to the Kickstarter and put your damn address in, man. Like, come on. Um, it's crazy. Yeah, we can do that, Jim. Are you still in here, Jim, or do I need to answer your PM? Oh, you know what? I want to see if this works while I'm talking to you because I actually haven't tried it on my square. Um, Jim, are you? If you're still here in chat, okay, good. Yeah, yeah, I'm good with that, Jim. Do me a favor, send me your email, right? Not here. Send me your email on Messenger. I'm going to send you an invoice from my Square business account. Let me know. So you'll need to, when you look at the thing and you go to pay, it should give you payment options for Klarna and Afterpay. Let me know if you see that on there, please. So yeah, send me your email. Yeah, that's one of my favorite covers. Um, I really, really, really liked that cover. And let me see if I can. I don't. I may have to dig for it, but I should. I'm supposed to have the finished colors for that too. I can show you what it was going to look like. I'd have to dig through my phone and find it, but I know I've got the colors for it. But yeah, Jim, send me your email on Messenger and let me send you the invoice through Square real quick. And you let me know if if let me know if you can see the payment plan options on my Square because I need to know that anyway. Yeah, and I'll dig later and see if I can find the final colors for that damn cover so I can show you what it looked like because I like that cover a lot. And that's a good example of what I was telling you. That's actually a really cool story concept too. It really sucks that it probably won't see the light of day. All right, let me send this real quick. I was gonna. All right, bear with me a second, Jim. Let me. All right, let's see if I remember. Let's see. All right, let's see if I can remember how to do this. It's been a while since I sent one on here because usually I just use this when I'm at shows. Um, oh, okay, so, okay, there we go. Sorry, bear with me. All right, okay, Jim, I just sent it. If you don't see it in your regular email, check your spam folder. No, no. This is I told him to do this because I want to. I put Afterpay and Klarna and all that stuff on my website, but when I did that, I'm pretty sure I put it on my Square account also, my other business account. So I'm curious to see um, if it is on there because I'm pretty damn sure I put it. So yeah, this is just me wanting him to he's grabbing a piece of unused cover art that I did a big sale on. But yeah, Jim, check that. If you don't see it in your regular email, check your spam folder. But look at that. Click on the pay thing and see if it gives you the option for Afterpay or Klarna or one of those. And then if it doesn't, I'll just go put a custom thing on my website. You can go buy the thing and use Afterpay Klarna there. Um, but yeah, it sucks when when you do these covers for people's projects and then it falls through. Because like I said, some of these projects are actually really cool. The characters are cool looking. The story concept is cool. Um, oh, there's your little brother. Well, tell your little brother to go over and back Psycho South and read a badass omnibus collector's edition. We need family. Damn it! This is supposed to be like Fast and the Furious. Where's the family? um, but yeah, and I do kind of feel bad for them because creating creating comic books is not an easy thing. Creating a successful comic book is even more rare. That's why I'm so proud of Psycho Sal. Most people never get a book off the ground. That's the harsh reality. The majority of people never get their book off the ground. And then after the few people that get it off the ground and get it into Kickstarter, most of those don't even don't even hit fulfillment. I mean, not fulfillment, funding on their Kickstarter. So it never happens there. So you got people that never get it off the ground. Then you have people that get it into Kickstarter and it doesn't fund and it falls through the hole. Then you got people that, okay, it did fund because it's the first issue. People kind of backed it and helped support it. They got the book and then they didn't like it. Poor artwork, poor writing, poor storytelling, whatever the case may be. They just didn't like it. Then they try to launch the second issue and it goes nowhere. And now they're done. So, to be able to, that's something I'm super proud of. And I don't say it to be braggy, but getting a comic off the ground is already, the odds are against you. Getting a successful one that gets past issue number one is another hurdle that's extremely difficult. Then to get one past a third issue, now you're even in a much smaller percentage of creators. To have 9 books and all 9 were successful, to have 6 Comic-Con exclusives of that number one, have another con exclusive for number 2, another con exclusive for number 3, and then to have 5 comic shop exclusives for number 1. To have now you've got an omnibus collector's edition that's active right now with all 9 books in it. That's something to be proud of. That's a huge, massive thing you've accomplished when the majority of people never get the first book off the ground. So yeah, it's something anybody who's been able to do that needs to be super proud of. That is not a small feat. And then also to be able to sit back and go, you're about to pass 10,000 printed and sold of issue number 1, and issue number 2 through 5 is not that far behind those numbers. That's huge. So and that's why we're going to be doing oh, did it work, Jim? It looks like it did on my end. Ooh, I wonder if Jim, let me know what you were able to see, please. If it because it's supposed to be on there. Because on my end it looks like it did fine. So let me know what you saw on your end. Okay, you sent me a picture. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It popped up on my end. So did it show you Afterpay and Klarna and all that stuff? Let me know what it showed you. Uh, and I'll get this in the mail to you on Monday. And thank you, Jim. Let's see, can I print packing slip? I wonder if I can print through my little thingy thing over here. Because my website, I can print straight to my printer here. I'm trying to wonder. Most of the time when I have to ship something that somebody bought on here, I just finished business. Huh? What? Um, I normally just print a custom label and ship it, and then mark on here, mark it shipped. I've never actually tried to print. Jim, you're in San Diego? Is that the right address? Oh, hell yeah. Thank you, Bob. Yeah, dude, it's one hell of a ride, brother. Um, I promise you, you won't regret it. So here, before you run off, Bob, the reason this omnibus is a kind of a big deal is the pricing on it. There's four versions on the Kickstarter. There's the regular softback version that is $40. That's normally $80. It has $135 worth of story inside it. So Psycho Sal is 9 books. The omnibus has all 9 issues in this one collector's edition. So we have it in the regular the regular softback version with this cover. Then we have it in a hardback version with this cover. And then, of course, we have the blood cover that a lot of people love, and the softback and the hardback. But yeah, go check it out, man. I promise you, you won't regret. Oh, okay. I'm glad. That's what I thought. Because on the Square account, I don't know why it does, Jim. It's showing you're in San Diego. So I don't know if maybe you've bought stuff from people on Square before. If so, you may want to update that thing, because for some reason on Square it's listing your address as shipped to San Diego, California. I don't know why. Let me see if that's something I can change on my end also. Um, Yeah, okay. Yeah, so see on my end it doesn't show an address for your name inside my Square thing. But yeah, when I look at the invoice, it's saying shit. Did you used to live in San Diego? Or did Square just slap a random damn address on on you? Um, yeah. Like when I look at your name under my Square, it doesn't show an address at all for you. But yeah. Ah, okay. That must have been an old address. Okay. So you used to live in Denver? Okay. But that's okay. I mean, I knew that didn't sound right. I was like, wait a minute, no, he's not in Denver. But that's okay. I'll get that pulled for you. It's right behind me. I'll get it pulled for you, and I'll get it in the mail to you on Monday. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's just what it is then. You could probably go into your Square, go into Square where your name is, and just change it to your new address. But I don't ship from this anyway, so I go to my website and I ship to the address you have listed on my website. Um, 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 um. But yeah, got you. But yeah, definitely go check it out, Bob. We were over the 7K stretch goal, but sadly we had a couple of people drop off this morning, and it knocked us below the 7K stretch goal. So, I got you. So now we're trying to get back above the 7K stretch goal, so all physical backers get the free item at 7K. Um, but yeah, definitely check it out, Bob. I promise you, you won't regret it. It is one hell of a read. I am super proud of that book. Oh, it looks like Lori's live right now too. But I'm gonna get off here. Um, Gotcha. Yeah, I think that's the address I've got on the website. Like I mentioned, I don't ship to square addresses anyway. Um, I always ask people what their addresses are. So, what's up, John? But yeah, I've got a bunch of people. I got to try to chase down and get their addresses for their damn Kickstarter books. Yeah, I was. I don't know. I was telling them earlier, Jim. I don't know what happened, but I ended up with 4 damn blood covers of the Dave Kemp cover. I ended up with 4 of them. I don't know how the hell I managed that, but after everything's said and done, I ended up with 4 of these suckers. For the blood medals. This is one of the blood medals off the Kickstarter. I don't know how the hell I ended up ordering 4, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, a lot of people get annoyed with me because every time they buy something, I ask for their address. And and when they get annoyed with me, because some people might buy something once a month or once every week or so. But every time, hey, what's your address? What's your address? Because I know that one damn time I don't ask will be the time they changed addresses. So people get a little annoyed with me, but I'd rather ask every time. Shit, like I've got a lot of people saved on the website. They put their addresses in when they subscribe to the website and they bought something, but I don't even trust that. I still try to ask every time I go to ship something out, what's your address? That way, even though I may come right in here, put their name in my website to print out their label to ship, and it'll be the exact same address. But man, I'm always nervous that I go to ship something to an address they gave me last time. And then for some reason they moved in the last week. You know what I mean? Yeah, that metal is insane. Yeah, I was showing them I've got all the orders filled. So here soon I'll post the Dave Kemp blood medals, up for sale. I'll post the Dave Kemp regular medal. I've got 2 of those. I've got 2 of the of my cover regular medals. Um, and then I had 2 of the Amato's regular medals, and then I've got 1 copy left of my blood medal. So yeah, here at some point I'll either raffle them off or I'll put them up for sale. I don't know. I'll do something at some point. Anytime I do Kickstarters, I always order extras of books. But I only order like one or two extras. I don't know how the hell I ended up with 4 Dave Kemp blood medals. So, well, I try my best to, Jim. Like I was telling people the other night, there's a whole lot of artists in this industry that need to wake up and remember we're not the bloodline of this industry. You guys are. I definitely, y'all heard me say it many times. Artists can definitely treat fans better. Um, there's no reason that they shouldn't be treating fans better. But yeah. Kanye Mesa area. One of these days, I'm going to make it out to that side of the damn Rockies. Well, I mean, I'll be out. I'll be on the other side of the Rockies in like September. I've got to go to Tucson, Arizona. Um, that'll be the first time I've done the Tucson Comic Con, and the first time I've been west of the Rockies. So I'm super excited about that. Like I've been up and down the Rockies, from freaking, Wyoming, Casper, Wyoming, all the way down through Denver, all the way down to the New Mexico line, and then over into Texas. So, but that's about the extent of it. So I'm going to try to do some more shows over this year and next year out west. I want to do the Vegas Comic Con. I'd like to do maybe a couple shows in California or maybe farther north in Emerald. Next year I'm going to try to do one of the shows in Canada, one of the fan expos, and so there, there's other areas I'm trying to get to because most of my shows tend to be this side of the Rockies. Yep, I'll be in Denver in May. Yep, I'm super excited. I love that show. Like I do that show every year. I think this is my fifth year, and I think it's my fifth year as a pro invite too. Um, I'm super grateful of that to Kevin Boyd and them for bringing me out to that show. But yeah, I'll be in Denver this year. I really enjoy that show. I have a great time at that show. Uh, yep, I'll be at Tucson. Yep. Yep, I'll be at Tucson, man. Mike, you know what you know what we need. That's September, I think. I think that's Labor Day weekend. Mike, what we need to do, since we're both going to be at that show, I don't know if you're going there as a fan or if you're going to get a vendor booth or something from Brian. But regardless, what we should do at that show is we should do an Omni Servo #1 Tucson, Arizona Comic Con exclusive, and with brand new cover art. That's what we need to do. And then you can be selling them, at my table at the show. Give that some thought, man. When you're Comic-Con exclusives are a damn good way to get new eyes on your IP that normally may not buy your IP, because there are shit tons of people out there that buy Comic-Con exclusives, whether it's mainstream companies or indie books. Yeah, I would. We would have to get started on it as soon as possible, because again, we're in the height of con season. So I'm gone every single weekend of March. I've got a couple shows that I'm waiting for confirmations on for April. Then I think I've got a couple shows in May. Then a couple more shows in June and July. So con season's here. So you got to remember, we have to make time for me to do the artwork. Then we have to make time for Dave to do the colors. And then we have to make time for it to be printed. And remember, these printers are printing all these other books for all these other creators and retailers. So it's a lot of moving parts during con season, especially. So yeah, get with me here soon about that, because we'll need to knock that out sooner than later. since we're both going to be there, you can have those books at my table and you can be selling them on Whatnot Live and stuff from my table, and then selling them to the fans coming up to the booth. And we'll promote the hell out of it prior to the show. But you'll want to do like 30 regular trade dresses, like 15 foils or 20 foils, and then like 5 or 10 medals. And then you'll sell them, for $20-$25 a pop on the trade dresses. You'll sell the foils for like 50 or 60, and then you'll sell the medals for like 70 or 80. But it's a great way to get eyes on, because like I said, you'll have flippers and resellers walking around Comic-Cons buying Comic-Con exclusives to put on their Whatnot shows. Like when I was at MegaCon Orlando with the Psycho Sal #1 exclusive last year, we had a bunch of flippers and resellers that came to the table and bought some of those books to go put on their Whatnot shows. So yeah, get with me as soon as you're able to, and let's get that one going. That would be a great way to get some eyes on issue #1 as an exclusive. Especially since they're both here, because they get it signed by the creator, they get it signed by the cover artist. So yeah, hit me up as soon as you're able to, and we'll get the ball rolling on that one. But now that's something, if you're going to do it, we need to do it sooner than later, because if for some reason you're not going to do it, I'm going to do a Psycho Sal Tucson Comic-Con exclusive. Now, I'm not going to do one if you're going to do one, and I'm totally okay with that. But we need to get that one rolling soon. Otherwise, I'm damn sure going to do one. My first time to Tucson, and I got a shit ton of that side of the Rockies fans that have been begging me to come to that area. So, okay, awesome. Yeah, I got to go to the post office in the morning. Well, that post office in the morning. Yeah, I've got tons of fans that are waiting for me to come to Tucson Comic-Con, because this will be my first time west of the Rockies. So I've got a lot of people on that side of the mountains that go to Tucson, Arizona Comic-Con that are waiting on me. Yeah, I'll be at Tucson Comic-Con this year, Ryan. Brian Polito is being gracious enough and kind enough to bring me in as a pro invite, so I'll be there this year. And I'm talking to Mike about us doing a Omnia Servo exclusive, #1 exclusive for Tucson Comic-Con, because Mike lives there also. So he's the creator of Omnia Servo. So we're going to do an exclusive, but I was telling him we got to do it sooner. Like, we need to get started on it immediately, because again, I have to have time to do the artwork, and I have to give Dave time to do the colors, and then we have to give the printer time to get it printed in time. And we're starting the height of con season, so everybody's going to be slammed. Yeah, I'll be out there. I think is that a 3-day show or a 2-day show? But regardless of what it is, I'll be there the day before, because I drive to all my shows. So I'll be in town the day before that con starts. I'll be there setting up the day before. And then I won't be leaving until the day after the con. So the con's over on Sunday. I probably won't be leaving Arizona till Monday morning. So, but yeah, hell yeah, we'll definitely be getting together with some folks and grab dinner or some shit like that. But yeah, Mike, get with me. And I'm not exaggerating this one. I say as soon as possible. Like, I mean, like as soon as possible, because every one of my covers I've done for you has been a female version of a god, and they've been full body, over the top, badass pieces, which means more time consuming. Which means if we're doing a Comic-Con exclusive for #1, it's got to be better than the 2 covers I've already done. And I don't know what the hell I'm going to do. So yeah, I'm not joking when I say we need to get started on it immediately. Like, it needs to be within the next few days. because remember, I leave next Thursday for San Antonio. I really won't be able to work on any art for the entire month of March, except for a little bit here, a little bit there, a little bit there. So it will take me a lot longer to do a piece like that than what I normally do. I'm only in the month of March. I think I'm only actually physically home 6 days out of the entire month. And those days I'm home is in between each show for a day or two on each week. And I'm doing packing stuff and shipping stuff that came in on the website. I'm doing laundry and reordering stock for my booth for shows. So I won't be sitting at home drawing stuff. You get what I'm saying? Like I can take the artwork with me and work while I'm on the road, but even then it's an hour here, an hour there. You get what I'm saying? And I've done tons of exclusives for Psycho Sal, so it's okay if if you want to do one for Omnia Servo. I don't have a problem with that. It's just if we're going to do it, it has to be immediately. Shit, I don't even know who is I going to do. Oh, I know what I'll do because originally on Omnia Servo issue number 3, I was going to do a female version of Hades, the god of hell. I think that's what you know what? Maybe I'll just do a badass female god of hell, Hades, for the San Antonio Comic-Con exclusive. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's what we'll do. We'll switch it to that. But yeah, and I don't mean to put you on the spot like that. It's just we are kicking off con season, and dude, I'm gonna get hammered. Y'all got to remember, I'm not like most artists. I'm not sitting home every month and I can just work on stuff. I am gone from February to November. I am gone 2 to 3 shows per month. There might be 1 or 2 months in there where I've only got one show that month, but that's rare. It's usually 2 to at least 3 per month, and there's usually at least 1 month or 2 months where I'm gone every single weekend. Yeah, no problem. Yeah, oh no, I appreciate that. I appreciate that. I mean, it definitely. I mean, now don't get me wrong, you can't really take that avenue with everybody, but when you know you've got an established artist that knows what the hell they're doing and they know how to come up with cool ass concepts and bring shit to light consistently, yeah, you can kind of do that. I mean, I do the same thing with artists I know, the artists that I trust. I go, hey, here's the parameters of what I'm kind of looking for. You just do your thing in that mix. Now, there's some people, I got to give them a little bit more information, and that's totally okay. There's nothing wrong with that. As they learn, as they get better, they'll understand how to pull it together themselves too. That's all just part of learning. But yeah, I think we should do a female god, female Hades. I think that'd be pretty damn badass. Um, yeah, and I think that'll be a good show to do that at because, like I said, I've got a lot of fans in the Arizona area that's been asking me for years to come to Arizona. So as soon as I make that official announcement, I think it'll be pretty awesome. Um, but yeah, we'll need to get because I've got to do a Buff Bagwell commission for a print for a Cowtown Comic Con exclusive print that a vendor at that show is going to be there. I've got to knock that out this week. I've got 2 other covers that I need to get laid into pencils this week. Then if we're doing yours, I need to get it started this week so I can work on it while I'm out of town for these next 4 shows in a row. That way, as soon as I come back into town from the last show of March, I can scan it, send it to Dave, and he'll have time to get it colored. And then we can get the colors back as soon as he's done, send that to print and get it printed and out to you so you can bring them to the show. So, yeah, because I think that show's in September. And I know that sounds like a long time. It's not. Not in the and not in, not when you're in, in the heat of Comic-Con season, because March is going to go by so damn fast, it's going to be ridiculous. And then April's going to be pretty much right, because don't forget, I still got to finish Sentinel Veil of the Dam script to get it over to Arturo for artwork and then colors. So I've got to make time to finish that script. Then I've got other Kickstarters that are coming that I've got to make time for to help promote. So holy shit. Oh yeah, Dave and Dan both do incredible colors. Yep. And make sure you guys use Dave too. So it's an interesting thing with those two brothers, Dave and Dan Kim. Both of them are extremely talented colorists. I've used both of them on many projects. Now I've used Dave more than I've used Dan, but that has nothing to do with talent. It has to do with genres. Dave does extremely cool, creepy stuff and darker colors and things like that. Where Dan does, or Dave does that. Dan does really does incredibly good superhero stuff. So brighter colors, brighter atmospheres, color palettes, and things like that. So that's the big difference in it for me, and that's why a lot of times you see Dave doing more colors for me on the color end than Dan. But like when I need to do any type of superhero or bright colored stuff or anything like that palette, Dan is your guy for that. And don't get me wrong, both of them can do both. That's It's not an issue of they can't do both. It's just Dave, in my personal opinion, shines extremely well when it's dark and creepy and things like that. And Dan shines when it comes to the more superhero stuff. But like I said, both are incredible, very professional, very talented, very efficient with their time. So yeah, I'll always use Dave and Dan Kim for sure. But oh man, but it is 9:11. I've been live for 2.5 hours. I'm going to get off here, watch a little TV before I crash for the night. Guys, like I mentioned, if you haven't had a chance yet, please jump over and back Psycho Sal Collector's Edition Omnibus. Again, I can't stress this enough, guys. When this Kickstarter ends, the only version of that book I will have at my table at shows or on the website is the regular softback omnibus, and it will be double the price that it is on the Kickstarter. It's $40 on the Kickstarter. It will be $80 on my website and on my table at shows. So please, guys, jump over there, grab it. Let's try to get to the 9K. I don't know if we'll hit 9K, guys. I pray to God we do. I'd love to be able to do a baller painted remark on everybody's physical copy of the omnibus. I think we might have just passed back. We were over 7K and unlocked the stretch goal, but we fell under it earlier this morning. But we're back over 7K thanks to, I think, Ryan's brother. Bob just backed it. Thank you, Bob, if you're still in here listening. If he's not, Jim, tell him I said thank you. Right now, we're back over 7K. So 7K stretch goal freebie for all physical backers. Did we lose somebody? Weren't we at 55 backers earlier? Didn't I mention we were at 55? We're at 55 again. Did we lose somebody? Huh? No. I guess maybe that's weird. I could have sworn I saw that earlier and it said 55 backers. Oh well. See, that's why I don't like babysitting that damn thing. It all starts running together. Thank you, Rob. Bob, I just saw that, man. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, we were at 54 earlier. Okay, all right. Thank you, Heather. Yeah, I'm tired. Like I said, I have been going since 4:30 this morning. I got out of bed at 4:30, grabbed a quick breakfast. I was packing and sorting books from 5 o'clock on. But yeah, thank you, Bob. And Bob, when you get it, man, when you read it, let me know what you thought about it. Like I love hearing the feedback on that book. Dude, we have people reading Psycho Sal that are not comic fans. That is literally the first comic style book they've ever read. And they're hooked on it. Like they've bought all 9 issues. We've got people that are not horror fans that are hooked on that book. Like it's one hell of a ride, man. So I think, like I said, I definitely believe you'll enjoy it. But yeah, you guys do me a favor, share it out, tell the fans about it, tell your friends and family. Like I said, for those that ask why I did the omnibus so cheap, because it's bigger than a comic book. That omnibus is 210 pages thick, and it's a 10.5 inch tall book by 7.25 inches wide. So it's way bigger than a regular comic book. I mean, it's a legit omnibus. Um, but yeah, that's the reason the price points are the way they are. Is the majority of Psycho Sal fans own all 9 books. So I set that regular softback at $40 so people could buy it as a gift for someone else to read. Because, like I said, people are reading that book that have never read comics. So, that's awesome. Yeah, yeah, for sure. Um, I sent that link to somebody else earlier that asked about it. Who the hell did I send that to? Oh, shit, I don't remember. Yeah, I don't. Oh, here it is. Okay. I mean, you guys can also go to the Kickstarter and copy the link from the Kickstarter too. I'm gonna assume all you artists back that Kickstarter. Y'all better. I know one thing. This girl needs to hurry up and check her damn messages. I need her to get her spot paid for so we can go live and pick our damn winner um, for the damn $450 marker set that I raffled off for you guys. Um, well, there's a lot of people live tonight. I don't really ever pay attention. Um, but I'll go live. I'm sure she'll get it paid tonight, and I'll go live in the morning sometime, um, and and I'll go live. We'll pick the winner. So somebody's going to win a $450 set of Olo alcohol markers in the morning. So good luck to everybody on that. And those are some badass markers. I will be slowly rotating out of my Copic markers into Olos. I was going to just switch. That's why I bought the $450 96 marker set. But after I got them, I was like, I got like 240 damn Copic markers in there and then like 60 damn bottles of refills. I was like, I can't raffle all that away or sell it. I was like, I'll just work through the refills And as I empty the refills and I need to order another refill, instead of ordering a refill, I'll just order an Olo marker of that color, and I'll just slowly start rotating out of my Copics into Olos. And then once I've fully rotated out, I won't have any more of those refills, and then I'll just raffle off the entire collection of Copic markers because I have almost a full collection. But Olos are badass. I will definitely be making the switch to those. I figured, what the hell? We'll raffle off these professional grade alcohol markers from Olo. Like I said, 96 markers, $450 set. We'll raffle them off to one of the artists on my friends list and give them a chance to win, a $450 set of markers for $20, a spot. So, but she'll get it paid tonight. When she does, I'll go live in the morning. We'll pick the winner for that. We're almost full on the Batman statue raffle too. So guys, go grab a spot on that. It's only like 25 spots. So stupidly good odds. Now it's $40 a spot, but it's 25 spots total, and we're about halfway full on it. So you get ridiculously good odds on that, even if you buy in one spot. But that's for one of the statues out of my personal collection. It is a Sideshow premium format Batman statue that is 25 inches tall. It weighs 30 pounds. It has two head change outs, two hand change outs. So yeah, go check out that post. It's on my page. You may have to dig for it to find it. But that's a gorgeous statue, like I said, out of my personal collection. So go grab you a spot on that. Like I said, even if you're only grabbing one spot, it's stupidly good odds. I mean, I think it's 25 spots. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Everybody that has supported Psycho Sal again from issue 1 to issue 9, and then also jumping on the Omniservo, jumping on the Omnibus Collector's Edition. I can't thank you guys enough. You have made that book one of the hottest selling horror comics on the market. You guys have taken that book to heights that I did not think it would go to. Yeah, the statue is badass, Jim. The only reason I'm raffling it off is I have too many statues and I have too many Batman statues. You see all these boxes behind me? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I have 6 boxes in my office right now that still have statues in them. There's statues in those boxes. I have nowhere to open and put them. So, when I first started this collecting, I was collecting the small statues. So I got too many of those. I'm going to start selling those here soon. Then as I got into the big statues, at first I was like, oh, I'm just going to get Batman statues and the Bat Who Laughs. But then I started seeing all these other statues I really liked. So now I'm trying to, instead of having multiples of one character, I'm trying to limit it down to 1 or 2 of each of the characters I really like, and then making room for other stuff. Except for the Bat Who Laughs. I'll always buy statues of that character. I own multiples of the Bat Who Laughs. I think I own 1, 2. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. I think I own 6 Bat Who Laughs statues, and 5 of them are 1/3 scale or 1/4 scale sizes. So the big boys. Yep. Yeah. Make sure you guys go check that out because that's a $900 prize. And I may have a second place prize on that one. I can't remember. I could have a first, second, and third place. I can't remember. So go check that out. Hang on one second, Mike. Hang on one second. But yeah, that's That's a big boy statue. I mean, it costs almost $300 to ship it. Like that box weighs 33 pounds. The statue by itself, um, the statue by itself weighs 30 pounds. Like it's a heavy boy. But yeah, go check out that raffle, grab that spot. What's up, B? Yeah, dude, it's a badass statue, man. um, like I said, it's only like 25 spots, so it's stupidly good odds. Whoever wins that statue is winning one hell of a statue. It's in mint condition. But I've got to make some space. I got too many. I got way too many statues. Dude, there's probably shit, dude, just in my office. I bet you there's I bet you there's 40 statues just in my office. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I bet you there's somewhere around 30 to 40 statues in my office. That's not counting what's in my living room and in my hallway. I need an intervention. uh, it's insane. But dude, I don't spend my money on anything else. You know, my daughters are all taken care of. My bills are all taken care of. I don't collect comics anymore. I haven't for 5 or 6 years, if not longer. I don't drink. I don't smoke. I don't have any other recreational habits or anything. Um, so, I enjoy statues. I enjoy the artwork of them. I mean, they're especially with the type of work I do. They're very, they get that artistic juices flowing a lot. Um, there you go. Yeah, just have Jim wheel it to you. uh, yeah, it's a pricey habit. That's for damn sure. But man, they look so damn cool. Especially when you start getting into, 1/3 scale, 1/4 scale, and life size. Oh my God, dude. They are gorgeous. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. Again, thank you guys who have supported Psycho Sal. Thank you guys who have backed the omnibus. Make sure you guys go check that out. Look at the add-ons, really good. Get you a Psycho Sal t-shirt. Get you a Curse Moonlight t-shirt. My other IPs that I created and I wrote are on there also in the add-on section. So if you missed out on the Curse Moonlight Kickstarter, for those that don't know, that's a one-shot, one-story comic that I created and wrote. It's about two of my daughters versus a werewolf in the Appalachian Mountains. Rise of the Mummy is on there also. That's my other creator-owned book that just came out, that I created and wrote also. That's about my other two daughters versus a mummy in the 1920s in Egypt. So you can grab both of those books in the add-on section. Grab you a Curse Moonlight t-shirt. Grab you a Psycho Sal classic logo t-shirt. You can add remarks to your books you've already bought. And if you want me to do a painted remark on the cover of your book, they're called baller remarks. And this is an example of what one looks like. That's an 11x17 metal. And that right there is my version of a baller remark, fully rendered, fully painted, and oversized. So that's what you get for that special pricing that's on the Kickstarter. I think I have it in the add-on section for like $50. I charge $70 for those at shows. So pretty damn good savings for you guys for backing the Kickstarter. Let's see. Also, I think I have 4 left of the Harley Quinn That Laughs metal pre-sale. So that's on my page also. We're only creating 20 of them. They will come signed. They will come numbered with my COAs. But I think I only have 4 left out of the pre-sale. So if you want one, you better go grab one. They are almost gone. But I'm gonna get off here. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you again, Jim, Bob, V, Mike, Ryan, everybody that comes and hangs out. If I missed your name, I didn't do it on purpose. You know I love all you guys. Heather, everybody, Mike. I appreciate you guys coming and hang out with me while I just sit here and bullshit and talk about random stuff. So I'm not sitting my ass in there working the rest of the night. But anyway, I'm going to get off here. You guys have a wonderful night. I'll see some of you next weekend, San Antonio, Texas, for Big Texas Tear. And I'm super excited about that one. That's a really fun horror con. But yeah, you guys have a great night. Take care, everybody. Thanks again. Talk to you later.